This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. Let me go and open the class notes. Currently, we're discussing about the galleries. Let me go and open that class notes. In yesterday's class, we discussed about how to go and filter the data in the galleries. Let me go and open the class notes. Go to the class notes. 6 p.m. Let me go and open this. Already we completed two classes in this, right? Class 1, class 2. Already we completed in this class two classes in the functions. So here we discussed about what is this search function, when to use it, and what is the use of this search function. Already we discussed the search function is used for what. It is used to search the data in the galleries. And also we discussed about the filter function. This filter function is also used for what. This filter function can be used to search the data, and also it is used to filter the data. We discussed about both, how to go and search the data in the galleries using filter function, and also we discussed about how to go and filter the data in the galleries by using this filter function. So and now in today's session, in today's session, what we are going to discuss here is we'll discuss about how to sort the data in the galleries, guys. Let me go and keep here. What I'm going to discuss now in today's session is how to go and sort the data in the galleries. So today is class 3. Today is class 3. Now in this class 3, what I'm going to discuss here is sorting functions. There are different types of sorting functions is there in the in this Power Apps. Now what are the different types of sorting functions is there, and what is the use of the sorting functions, we'll discuss now in today's session. First, let me go and keep here what is the use of this sorting functions, guys. So try to understand. Sorting functions are used to sorting functions are used to sort the data, are used to sort the data in the gallery, sort the data in the gallery, either in the descending order or in the ascending order, or let me like keep it like this, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Now what is the functionality of this sorting functions is, sorting functions are used to sort the data in the galleries either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Whenever if you want to go and sort the data in the galleries either in ascending order or in the descending order, then in this case we can go and use these sorting functions. Now next point we'll understand here is different types of sorting functions. What are the types of sorting functions we'll have in Power Apps? There are two types of sorting functions either in the Power Apps, guys. The first one is sort by columns. The first one is what? Sort by columns. And the second one is sort. These are the two. These are the two sorting functions is in the Power Apps, which is used to sort the data in the gallery, either in ascending order or in the descending order. Now, how to go and sort the data in the galleries with the help of this sort by columns and with the help of the sort function we'll discuss now in today's session. First, let me go and discuss about how to go and sort the data in the galleries with the help of this sort by columns, guys. The help of the sort by columns. Let me go and keep here what is the definition of this sort by columns. As we know that sort by columns will comes under where? It will comes under sorting functions. Now what is the use of the sort by column means? It is used to sort the data, guys, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. But let me keep here what is the exact meaning of the sort by columns is. It is used to sort the data. It is used to sort the data in the gallery. So it is used to sort the data in the gallery either in ascending order or in the descending order. Ascending order or in the descending order based on the single column, based on the single column or multiple columns, based on the single column or multiple columns. So what is the exact meaning? What's the definition of this sort by columns is? As we know that this sort by columns will come from the sorting functions. What is the use of the sorting functions is these are used to sort the data in the gallery either in the ascending order or in the descending order. The same I am keeping here, guys. This sort by columns is used to sort the data in the gallery either in the ascending order or in the descending order based on single column or the multiple columns. You can go and sort the data only on single column values, or you can go and sort the data on the multiple columns. I will show you how to go and sort the data in the gallery with the help of this sort by columns based on the single column or the multiple columns. Now this is what is the functionality of this. What is the functionality of this sort by columns? Next, we need to understand how to go and sort the data in the gallery with the help of the sort by columns, guys. Now, in order to go and sort the data in the gallery, let me go and open the Power Apps and let me show you how to go and use this function, guys. Let me go to the Power Apps. Let me go and open the Power Apps now. make.powerapps.com. Let me open the Power Apps. Let me go to the apps and let me go and open the app called Gallery Filter. Let me go and open this app. Now see, this is the app we are having, guys. Let me go to this. Now already we discussed about how to go and search the data in the galleries. Also we discussed about how to go and filter the data in the galleries. We discussed about how to search the data and how to filter the data in the galleries in the last two classes, guys. The last 2 hours we discussed about how to go and search and how to go and filter the data. And now in today's session, what is my requirement is I want to sort the data in the galleries with the help of sorting functions. In order to go and work with the sorting functions, whatever the screen I'm having here, whatever the screen I'm having here, the same screen I need to go and use, guys. That means the same gallery I need to go and use. So I don't want to disturb this gallery. I want to keep this gallery as it is. Why? Because I'm going to use the same gallery in the tomorrow's class. So what I will do here is I want to keep this screen as it is. I don't want to do any changes. So let me do one thing. Just to go and duplicate this screen, guys. Let me go to this three ellipses and click on the duplicate screen. When I click on the duplicate screen, now see it is going to add another screen with the same name. Now the same screen is going to add. Now go to the third screen, gallery screen 1. Let me rename it to what? Let me rename it to gallery shot. Gallery shot is the name I'm keeping. So I'm changing the screen name gallery shot. So I want to sort the data in the gallery. And now let me show you how to go and sort the data in the gallery, guys. Now see in this gallery, the items property, in yesterday's class we discussed about how to go and sort and filter the data. I want to remove this, just to go and remove everything here. Just to go and keep the orders data here. I want to keep the list as orders is the list. Just I want to show the complete data. Whatever the data that is there in the orders list, the same data I want to go and display it in the gallery now. Now, if you go and play the app, now see here in this gallery, I'm having the complete data, guys. I'm having the data in whatever the data in the orders list, the same data I'm displaying in the gallery now. Now, what's my requirement here is try to understand. Now, I need to go and sort the data in the galleries. Now, what's my requirement? I need to go and sort the data in the gallery in the descending order, based on the values under the salary column. Sorry, sales column, guys. Based on the values under the sales column, I want to sort the data in the descending order. Now see, the data in the gallery is not in one proper order now. Now what's my requirement here is, what is the highest sales, which customer is doing the highest sales. I want to keep the highest top sales on the highest sales on the top. I want to keep the highest sales on the top, and I want to keep the least sales in the bottom. I want to keep the least sales in the bottom. Now how to go and sort that in the gallery in the descending order based on the values under the sales column. I want to keep the highest sales on the top, and I want to keep the least sales in the bottom. Now how to go and sort the data here. Now in order to go and sort the data in the gallery, so select the gallery, go to the items property. By default I'm showing the complete data here, just remove it. Now go and use which function here? Sort by columns. So go and use the function called sort by columns. Now see, this sort by columns is expecting what? It is expecting the first parameter is source. Now what is the source? The source is orders list. Orders is the list name. This is my source. Once after passing the source, now keep comma. Next it is asking us to pass the column name based on which column you want to sort the data. I want to sort the data based on the sales column, guys. So let me go and pass here the column name as sales. Now once after passing the column name based on which column you want to sort the data, just keep comma. Now next it is asking us to pass the order. What is the order you want to sort? Either ascending order or descending order. Let me go and select the order type as descending order. Let me go and select the order type as descending order. Now just close it, close the brackets. Now once after closing the brackets, now go and save the app and play. Now try to understand, guys. Now if you see here, now in this gallery I'm showing the data in which order? In the descending order. Based on which column values? Based on the sales column values. Now based on the values on the sales column, I'm showing the data in the descending order. What is the highest sales? This is the highest sales, 8,159. What's the second highest sales? 7,909. What's the third highest sales? Fourth highest sales, fifth highest sales, sixth. So if you see, I'm sorting the data in the gallery based on the sales column values in which order? In the descending order. If you scroll down, the data under the sales column is in which order? It is in the descending order case. So like this, whenever if you want to go and sort the data in the galleries, either in the ascending order or in the descending order, based on any one of the column, then you can go and use what function? Sort by columns. Now see, I'm showing the data in the descending order. Now my requirement here is, I want to show the same data in the ascending order case. Ascending order means what? Least values on the top and highest values in the bottom. Now how to go and show that data in the gallery in the ascending order based on the sales column values. Now to show the data in the ascending order, what I can do? Just go to select the gallery. It is in the descending order by default. Let me keep it in what order? Let me go and keep it in the ascending order. Now when I keep it in the ascending order, now when I go and save the app, when I play, now see, it is showing the least sales on the top. Now the data I'm showing in the gallery in the ascending order, the data I'm showing in the gallery in the ascending order, based on which column values? Based on the sales column values. So like this, you are able to sort the data in the galleries either in the ascending order or in the descending order based on the values under the columns case. Based on the values under the columns, let me keep it in the descending order. Based on the values under the columns, you can go and sort the data. Now see, I said that with the help of this sort by columns, you are able to sort the data on how many columns case? Only on single column, or you can go and sort the data on the multiple columns. Now see, here I am sorting the data in this gallery on only one single column. Based on which column I am sorting the data? In the sales column. Now I need to go and sort the data in this gallery based on the multiple columns case. Now what columns here is? One is sales column, I want to sort the data, and second column I want to take here is customer name column. I want to sort the data based on the customer name column and also on the sales column. Now how to go and sort the data on the galleries based on the multiple columns case. Now if you want to sort the data in the galleries based on multiple columns, same syntaxes. First I want to sort the data in the galleries based on the customer name column. Customer name column. In which order? I want to keep the customer names in the ascending order, guys. I want to keep the customer names in the ascending order and then keep comma. Next, I need to go and sort the data in the sales column based on which order? Descending order. So if you observe, first I am sorting the data based on the customer name column in the ascending order, and then after I'm going to sort the data based on the sales column in which order? Descending order. Now if you go and save it and play the app, Now see, first it is sorting the data based on the customer name in ascending order. Ascending order means in the alphabetical order, guys. First starting with A. So I'm having the Arun. These are the Arun is ordering the items multiple times. So if you see, if you scroll down, first I am sorting the data in the ascending order. First I'm having the customer names whose name is starting with A, whose names are starting with A. And if I scroll down somewhere, I can go and see the customer name starting with B. Once after completion of the A items, it will show you the customer name starting with B. On the top, it is loading the data. Let it load. Now see, when I go and scroll down, it is showing the data and all the customers where the name is starting with what? A. Now when I scroll down here, next I'm showing what? The customer names starting with B. Like this, first what this function is doing here is, what the formula is doing here is, first it is going to sort the data in the table or in the gallery in the ascending order based on the customer name column, and then it is going to sort the data based on sales column in which order? In the descending order. Now see, Arun, first employee, who is first employee? Or Arun. Now see, Arun is placing how many orders? Around, he is placing the 6 orders here. Arun is playing how many orders? 6. He is placing the 6 orders. In all those orders, what is the highest sales? Arun is placing, this is the highest sales in the Arun. This is the second highest sales. This is the third highest sales. So like this, you are able to sort the data in the gallery based on the multiple columns. Either you can go and sort the data based on the single column or based on the multiple columns with the help of this sort by columns. And now see here, guys. Okay, we know that with the help of sort by columns, how to go and sort the data. Now try to understand, I am sorting the data based on which columns here? Customer name. Customer name is what column? It is a single line of text column. And next, one more column I am sorting the data, that is sales column. Now what is the data type of the sales column? It is a number column. It is a number column. It is a text column. It is a number column. Now try to understand. Now my requirement is, I want to sort the data in the gallery based on the region column, guys. Now what is the region column data type? Region column is a choice column. What is the data type of the region? The region is a choice column, guys. Now I want to sort the data based on the region column. The region column is what data type is? Choice data type. Now let me go and sort the data based on the region column, guys. Now just remove it up to here. Now what's my requirement is, I want to sort the data. I want to sort the data based on which column? Region column. So if I pass here region, keep comma, orders, keep comma, region. Now see, when I go and pass here region, now once after passing the column name, now keep comma, now go and pass the order. Let's say I want to sort the data in the ascending order, guys. Now close it. Now try to understand, when I go and keep this formula or a syntax, now it is throwing an error here. Now what is the, why it is throwing an error means, let me show you that error. When I hold the mouse here, now it is throwing another call. The function sort by columns has an invalid argument. So why it is throwing this error means, this sort by columns is not able to filter the data on the choice columns case. With the help of the sort by columns, we are not able to filter the data on what columns? Choice columns. That means complex data type columns. Try to understand. Let me go and keep that point here. Let me go to the notepad. This sort by columns will have some limitations, guys. What are the limitations we are having here is, let me go and keep here the limitations of sort by column. Now what are the limitations is, this sort by column, by using the sort by column, we are able to sort the data based on what data type columns means: text, number, and date data type columns, guys. Let me go and keep that point here. It is with the help of the sort by column, it is possible to sort the data. It is possible to sort the data only on the text, comma, number, comma, date data type columns. Now see, What is the use of this sort by columns? Means this sort by columns is used to sort. It is possible to sort the data only on the what columns? It is possible to sort the data on the text columns, number columns, and the date columns. So if the column will have the text, number, and data type columns, on those columns only we are able to go and use this sort by columns. It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible to sort the data. To sort the data on the complex data type columns. Complex data type columns is nothing but what, guys? Complex data type columns is nothing but choice columns, choice columns, comma, lookup columns, lookup columns, and like a person type columns. There is one more called person type columns. So there are some complex data types is there. So if you want to go and sort the data on the complex data type columns like choice columns, lookup columns, and person type columns, we are not able to go and sort the data based on this column data types with the help of this sort by columns. Sort by columns is used to sort the data on which columns means. With the help of the sort by columns, we are able to sort the data on the text, number, and date data type columns only. We are not able to go and sort the data on this complex data type columns. Now, in order to go and sort the data on the complex data type columns, we need to go and use the second one. What is the second function I'm using here is the second function is sort function, guys. What is the second function? Sort. Now, with the help of this sort function, we are able to sort the data on the complex data type columns. Let me go and keep here. What is the definition of this sort function is? It is used to sort the data in the gallery. It is used to sort the data in the gallery, either in the ascending order or in the descending order based on the single column. Based on how many columns you are able to sort the data means based on the single column we are able to sort the data. Now see, this sort function is also used to sort the data in the gallery either in the ascending order or in the descending order based on how many columns? Based on only one column, that is single column case. But this sort by columns is used to filter the data on the single column or multiple columns. But this sort function is used to filter the data on only one single column. This is the first difference between the sort by columns and sort. And second difference is what? With the help of sort by columns, we are not able to sort the data on the choice columns. But to overcome this problem, if you want to filter the data, if you want to sort the data on the choice columns, then go and use what? Sort function. These are the two differences between the sort by columns and sort functions and sort function. And now see, one more point you need to understand here. It is used to sort the data on the complex data columns. Let me go and keep that point here, guys. It is used to, what is the use of this sort is, it is used to sort the data on the complex data type columns like choice columns, lookup columns, and person type columns. On those columns, you want to sort the data means you need to go and use this sort function. It is used to sort the data on the complex data type columns. And one more point, this sort function will allows us to pass an expression, guys. Let me go and keep that point also here. Sort function will allows to pass will allows an expression. Let me keep here, will allows an expression, guys. So what is this expression? You will understand. In the sort function, if you want to pass the expressions, you can go and pass. But in the sort by columns, you are not able to pass the expressions. What is an expression? You will understand. I will explain you while writing the formulas. So this is what the sort function. What is the functionality of this sort function? This sort function is also used to sort the data only, but based on how many columns you can sort the data means based on the single column. And next, the sort by columns is used to filter the data on the complex data type. Not only complex, if you want to filter the data on this text number data type columns means you can go and use. The sort by columns is used to filter the data on all the data type columns, guys. Not only choice, not only complex. And also this sort function can allows what? Expression. So, but in the sort by columns, we are not able to pass the expression. What is meant by expression? You understand. Now let me go and show you how to go and use this sort function in order to go and sort the data on the complex data type columns. Now let me go and let me go to the Power Apps and let me go here. Now see, by default, if I go and use the sort by columns to filter the data on the choice columns, I'm not able to filter the data. It will throw us an error. So just remove it. Just remove this one. Now I'm going to use what now to filter the data on the choice column? Sort function. Sort. Now see, this sort is expecting what now? First, it is asking us to pass the data source. Now, what is the data source? Orders is the data source. Now, what is the data source? Orders is the data source. Now, once after passing the data source, next see, I said it is asking us to pass the expression. I said that this sort function will allows us to pass what? Expressions. Now see, for now I'm not going to pass the expression. First of all, let me show you by using this sort function how to go and sort the data on the choice columns, one of the complex data type. Let us say I want to sort the data on the region column, guys. So go and pass here region column, region dot value. Why I'm passing here value means because region column is a choice column. So we need to go and pass here dot value. And once after passing the column name, now I need to go and pass the order type. In which order I want to sort the data? In the ascending order. Now try to understand. I'm going to sort the data in the table based on the region column. In which order? In the ascending order. Let me keep here comma. Fine. Now let me go and save it and then play. Now try to understand this. Now in the gallery, I am sorting the data in which order? In the ascending order. Based on which column? Region column. Now see, under the region, what are the regions is there? These are the multiple regions. In the ascending order means in the alphabetical order, guys. Ascending order means first central will come, next east, next one is north, south, and then west. This is the order. Now see, I'm sorting the data in the gallery based on the region column, that is choice column. In which order? In the ascending order, case. So first I am showing the central region. Once after showing the central region, now I can go and show what region? East region, case. First I need to show the central region data. Once after showing the central region data, I need to go and show what? East region data in the alphabetical order. Now see, here I am showing the east region data, guys. Immediately once the central region data is completed, up to here I'm having the central region data, and then I'm showing what? East. Once after completion of east, next I'm going to show what? North. So like this, whenever if you want to go and sort the data on the complex data type columns like choice columns, then in this case you need to go and use what? You need to go and use the sort function. Sort by columns. Sort by columns. Sort by columns is not helps you to filter the data on the choice columns. Sort by columns is used to filter the data on what columns? Text columns, number columns, and date columns. On these columns only you are able to go and use the sort by columns. And also now see, okay, with the help of this sort function, I'm able to filter the data on the choice columns in the ascending order. Okay, fine. But if you see here, it is throwing some warning message, case. If you observe in the for the region, it is giving some underline mark, blue color underline. Now what this blue color indicates? If in the formula anywhere if you are seeing that it indicates the blue color underlined with the blue color, that is nothing but what? Already discussed it. Online
Delegation.
people.
Delegation.
Yes, delegation will overcome here. So when I go and hover the mouse on this blue underlined, blue color underlined, here it is showing some warning message. Delegation warning. The short part, the short function of this formula might not work on the large data sets. So if your data source is having more than 500 rows, if your data source is having greater than 500 rows, then this short function doesn't help us to filter the data. This short function can filter the data up to what? Up to 500. If your data source is having more than 500 rows, then it is not possible to sort the data. It is not possible to go and sort the data if you have more than 500 rows. And how to overcome this problem? There is no way. If you want to overcome this problem, the first thing is you can increase the limit. You can increase the row limit from 500 to 2000. From where? Go to the settings, go to the settings, and from here you can go and increase that row data limit from 500 to 2000. Already I said that it is not recommended to go and increase that limit to 2000, guys. Why? Because your performance, the app performance will be reduces. Your app performance will be reduces. So there is no another alternate way. If you want to go and sort the data, means you need to go to the data source, go to the data source, gallery, go to the list orders. In this list, you need to go and create another column with the same values. Whatever the values I'm having under the region column, with same values, you need to go and create another column in the data source. You need to keep this column data type as a text. Then you can go and use the either sort by columns or sort functions. There is no another alternate way. Just you need to go and create another column in the data source. And also see, I said that but with the help of this sort function, you can go and sort the data based on how many columns? Only one single column. It is not possible to go and sort the data in the gallery based on the multiple columns with the help of the sort. Sort function is used to sort the data in the gallery with only one single column, guys. Let me check whether it is possible to filter the data on the multiple columns or not. Now say I'm filtering the data on the region column. Now I want to apply this one more filter condition on the customer name column, guys. Now let me check it is possible to pass the filter condition or not. Now keep comma. Once after passing the first filter condition, let me pass the customer name. Now see, when I go and pass here the customer name, it is not displaying the value, and also it is throwing some warning message, some error it is displaying. Now what is that error? What is that error means? By default, this sort function is used to sort the data on only one column. If you're trying to pass another column, it is not possible. It will throw an error. So this sort function is used to sort the data based on only one column. Not possible to go and sort the data on the multiple columns. And also I said that right, this sort column not only to filter the data on the choice columns, you can go and filter the data on the text columns, number columns also. Let me show you with the help of the sort, with the help of the sort function, how to sort the data based on the sales column, guys. Here I am sorting the data based on the region column. Let me show you how to sort the data based on the sales column. Sales, comma, I want to keep the data in the descending order. Just keep it like this. Now see, now it is going to show the data in the gallery based on the sales column values in which order? In the descending order. What is the highest sales? 8,000 something, 7,999, 7,500, 7,200. So with the help of this sort function, you are able to sort the data on all the data type columns. But one point you need to understand, this sort function can filter the data on only one column, guys. Not possible to filter the data on multiple columns. And also this sort function is used to filter the data on the choice columns. But whenever if you are filtering the data on the choice columns, this it is going to filter the data only top 500 rows. Not possible to go and filter the data on more than 500 rows. So this is what about the difference between sort by columns and the sort function, guys. When to go and use the sort, when to go and use the sort by columns, and what's the difference between these two. And now try to understand. I said that the sort function will allows us to pass an expression. Now let me go and show you how to pass the expression here, guys. Let us say, what is my requirement here is, in this gallery, on the top, I want to show what values means. In the top, I want to show the sales values, which is greater than 6,000, guys. I want to show the sales values which is greater than or equal to 6,000. First, I want to show the sales values greater than or equal to 6,000, and then next I want to show the remaining values. So how to go and keep the sales values which is greater than or equal to 6,000 on the top and remaining sales values in the bottom. So select the gallery and go to this. Now just remove up to here. Now I want to sort the data in the orders table, that is in the orders list, based on which column? Sales column. Based on which column? Sales column. And then now what's my condition here? The values, I want to keep the sales which is greater than or equals to 6,000 on the top, and then I want to keep the remaining sales on the bottom. So I'm passing my expression here, guys. What's my expression? Sales must and should be greater than or equals to 6,000. Those sales values I want to show it on the top, remaining sales values I want to show it in the bottom. Now once after passing the expression, now let keep comma, now go and pass the order type. Let me pass the order type as descending order. So let me go and save it. Let me go and save the app and then play. Now see here, guys. On the top, first it is showing what values? It is showing the values that is greater than or equals to 6,000. It is showing the values that is greater than or equals to 6,000 on the top. Once after showing these values, and then remaining values it is showing in the bottom. And also if you observe, what is the expression I'm writing here is, in this expression, I'm telling that I need to go and sort the data in the orders table. And what is the expression I'm passing here is sales must and should be greater than 60,000. And then, sorry, 6,000, I guess. And also what is the order type? Descending order. But now see, I'm passing the order type as descending order. But when I go and play this, on the top, I am able to show the sales values that is greater than or equals to 6,000. Okay. But I'm keeping the order type as descending order. Now tell me, these top four values, which is greater than or equal to 6,000, these are in one order, in the descending order. The top four values is there in one order. Yes or no? Online people.
No, it is not. We have
Oh,
7, 5, 6,000, 6,2,
ah,
70. No.
correct. So even though I am mentioning here, I want to keep the data in the descending order, but the data is not in one proper order, guys. If you see, the highest sales is 8,000, it is in the bottom. The second highest sales is 7,500 is on the top, and least sales is 6,200 is in the middle. So it is not in proper order. It is applying the expression on the top. First it is showing the values which is greater than or equal to 6,000, but it is not in one proper order. I want to keep that data in one proper order. Now how to go and keep that data in proper order means, first of all, what I need to do here is, let me keep it in the comment. Let me keep it in the comment. First, what we need to do here is, first let me go and use the sort by columns. First go and use the sort by columns. I want to sort the data based on the orders list. In the orders list, let me sort the data in the sales column, based on the sales column in the descending order. Now first what I'm doing here, I'm going to sort the data in the gallery based on the sales column values in the which order? In the descending order. Now see, I'm showing the data in the descending order by using what function? Sort by columns. Now once after sorting the data, now I'm going to use the sort function here. Now go and use the sort. Now this sort is expecting what? Data source. Now this is my data source. From here to here, this is my data source. I'm going to take this value as a data source. Now let me go and pass the expression. What is my expression? The sales values must and should be greater than or equals to 6,000. And I want to keep the order as what? Descending order. Now let me go and play. Now try to understand. Now see, now these are the top four values. I think these are the values which is greater than or equals to 6000. Now see all these values in one proper order or not. In which order? Descending order. 8000, 7000, 75, 72, 63, 62. Now it is in one proper order. So by default, if you go and use the expression, we don't get in one output in one proper order. To get the output in one proper order, first go and use the sort by columns and then go and use the sort column. So like this, you are able to apply the expressions case. This sort function will allows the expressions, whereas sort by columns doesn't allows the expressions. So this is what how to go and sort the data in the gallery by using this sort by columns and then sort. And now try to understand guys. Okay, I am sorting the data in the gallery with the help of the sort by columns, and here I am sorting the data in the gallery with the help of the sort function. We know that what are the limitations in the sort by columns, and we know that what are the limitations in the sort function, and also we know that how to go and use this sort by columns and sort functions not to go and sort the data in the galleries. And now in the yesterday's class we discussed about how to go and filter the data. Now what's my requirement is, if you see in this gallery currently I am sorting the data only. Just this in this gallery I'm able to sort the data. But what is my requirement here is, in this gallery I want to allow the user to sort the data either in the ascending order or in the descending order. And also the user need, I want to allow the user to search the data. I want to allow the user to filter the data. I want to implement all the search functionality, filter functionality, and also the sorting functionality. Now let me go and keep here. What's my requirement here is, apply sort by apply search. First let me go and keep here, apply search comma filter, search comma filter comma sort combinedly. Now already we know that how to go and sort the data. Already we know that how to go and filter the data. In today's session we discussed about how to sort the data. Now I need to go and use these three functions combinedly. Combinedly I need to go and use this search function, filter function, and also the sort function. Now how to go and use these three functions combinedly in the galleries? Let me show you. Now in order to go and implement this, this is important guys. This one is important. Still now, whatever we discussed, I'm going to keep it at one place now. I'm going to combine all those things now. This is important. Now let me show you how to go and implement this search, sort, and filter combinedly. Now currently I'm in the sort screen, sort gallery screen. Let me do one thing. Go to the gallery screen. Go to the gallery filter. It is a gallery filter screen. Now go to this. Now see in this screen, I'm using one formula here, which is used to sort the data. This is for it is for search the data, guys. It is used to search the data, and these are used for sort the data. In yesterday's class we discussed this. In yesterday's class we discussed this, how to go and search the data in the gallery, how to go and search the data in the gallery, and also how to go and apply the filter conditions. If you want to apply any filter conditions, you can go and apply the filter conditions. Once after applying the filter conditions, if you want to search the data, means you can go and search. Let's say I want to search for the any one of the order. Let's say I'm going to search for this order ID. If you want to search for this order ID also, you can go and search here. Like this, you are able to go and apply the search and then filter functionality. In the yesterday's class we discussed how to go and apply both search and filter. This code is to search the data, and this code I am writing here, this formula is for to filter the data. Now along with this to search and filter, I need to go and sort the data also. Now how to sort the data in the gallery? Now see in this gallery I'm able to apply the filter condition, but I'm not able to sort the data here. Now see I'm not applying any filter conditions. If you want to apply any filter conditions, you can go and apply. And also I want to sort the data, guys. Let's say what's my sorting condition is, I want to sort the data in the table in the descending order based on the sales column. I want to first sort the data, and then I need to go and apply the filter conditions and then search functionality. So how to go and apply the sorting technique in this is simple, nothing is there. So on the top, just go and use the sort function, guys. Just go and use what? Sort. Now what sort function is expecting what? It is expecting the source. Now what is my data source? This is my data source. This is my data source. So let me go and keep here comma, keep comma. This is my data source. Next it is asking us to pass the expression. Now what's the expression? Sales must and sales values. I want to sort the database in which column? Sales column values. In which order? In the descending order. Simple. Nothing, guys. I'm doing nothing here. Just I'm adding one sort function. Now this sort function is expecting the data source. This is what my data source. Once after passing the data source, you want to sort the database in which column? Sales column. And then in which order? Descending order. Now see, if you go to the data source, now the data is in the gallery in one order, in the descending order based on the values under the sales column. Now the data in the gallery is in the descending order based on the sales column. Now if you want to apply the sorting, let us say uh, in the region, let's say in the east, in the central region, what are the top sales? Now see, when I go and apply the central, now I'm able to see the central region. Now in the central, what's the top sales? This is the top sales, second highest, third highest, fourth highest. And if you apply, if you go to the category technology, in the central region, under the technology, what is the first highest sales? What is the second highest sales? What is the third highest sales? So here also I'm going to sort the data in the descending order only. Like this, you can let's say if you apply the filter condition as first class, ship mode as first class. Now see, in the central region, ship mode must and should be first class, and then technology and the category is technology. In this, what is the highest sales? This is the highest sales, 3000. Second highest sales, 2000 something. Third highest sales, 1000 something. And if you want to sort the data here, you can go and sort the data. Let us say I want to sort the data, search the data, guys. Let's say I'm going to search the data with 4. Now see, these are the values starting with 4. And also in the first class, central region, categories equals technologies, and see what is the order type? Descending order. So we are able to implement such filter and sort techniques in one go. Simple. Just in this function, what I'm doing already up to here, we know that in yesterday's class we discussed. Now just for this, before the filter function, I'm using the sort. I'm using one function here, sort function, and also I'm using on which column I want to sort the data? Sales column. Sales column, what is the sort order? Descending order. Fine. This is all about how to go and sort the data in the gallery with the help of sort and sort by columns, and how to implement such filter and sort in one single formula. And now see, whatever the sorting I'm doing here now I'm sorting the data in the gallery in the descending order, right? Now this sorting technique is static, guys. Every time when I go and open the gallery, if you what I can go and show the data in the gallery in the descending order only. Now what's my requirement here is I want to allow the user to sort the data in the gallery from the user's end. I want to allow the users to sort the data from their end. So I want to provide a provision to the user to sort the data. Let's say I want to keep something here. I want to keep some sort icons. I want to keep some sort icons like this, ascending and descending. If they click on this, it need to sort the data in the ascending order or in the descending order. And also I want to keep the same thing here. So that means here I want to allow the user to sort the data from their end, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Like this, I want to allow. I want to keep some icons here, short icons, ascending or descending order. So whenever the user click on this icon, it need to sort the data either in ascending or in the descending order. So in today's session, whatever the sorting I'm doing, it is static. Now I want to make it as dynamic. How you are filtering the data in the gallery dynamically with the help of this drop down controls. In the same way, I need to provide some icons here. I need to provide some icons to the user, short icons. When they click on these icons, they need to sort the data from their end. I want to allow the users to sort the data from their end by keeping some icons here, short icons, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Now, how to sort it? How to sort the data in the gallery dynamically? We'll be discussing it in the tomorrow's class. Fine. Let me stop here today. We'll discuss in the tomorrow's class. Now go with the questions.